that in mind, the Yahweh singers. So pleasant, Mary Olsen, singing that in mind, the Yahweh singers. Sultan Faisal, Mary Wilson, singing
desire tonight is that each and every person here enter into the spirit of our evening with the Indians. We cannot weigh, measure, or judge their culture with our philosophy. From our analytical and materialistic viewpoint, theirs is a strange world. Deity is not alone in a supreme being after their own image, but rather is everywhere present. World or universal voice, universal spirit. I want you to see this beautiful, poetic, mysterious, yet simple life as I have grown to see it through the long years. And now the sun lights up one of the most overpowering of the rock monuments, this changing to the full strength of the morning sun. The Navajo tribe, second only to the Sioux in numbers, have been the least affected by civilizing influences. The Navajo is the American Bedouin, the chief human touch in the great plateau desert region of our Southwest. Acknowledging no superior, paying allegiance to no king in name of chief, a keeper of flocks and herds who asks nothing of the government but to be unmolested in his pastoral life and in the religion of his forebearers. These people and their life are delightfully Indian, but slightly influenced by the white man's ways. As the chief human touch of the great southwestern desert, the Navajo are the artist's joy. And as a subject for the ethnologists, their ceremonial life furnishes limitless material for study.
With that in mind, the Yahweh singers. Sultan Faisal, Mary Wilson, singing
Our coming Dissolving series is a journey through a remarkable canyon in the Navajo country. Canyon de Chelly, the Canyon of the Divine Ones. To the Navajo, it is a rift in the earth from which the gods emerge to direct and teach men. The echoing walls send back voices from those who no longer walk the earth, as it is not alone the home of the gods, but of the prehistoric people. It is like no other chasm in the desert and cannot be adequately described. When first entering it, the walls are low, scarcely lifting themselves from the sand plain. Rapidly the depth increases until the sheer red sandstone cliffs tower to 1,000 feet or more against the sky. The way is winding, and there are many side canyons, and as you ride along you see in countless niches ruins of the old cliff homes, many so high perched that you marvel and wonder how the people these aerial dwellings. Erosion has, of course, worn away many narrow ledges, which in ages past afforded access to these ancient homes. You ask, who were the builders of these cliff ruins? All that is known is that the Navajo reached this region from 700 to 1,000 years ago, and that these places were but ruins then as they are now. And judging from pottery fragments and other handicraft, those early people were of the same stock as the present Hopi. I have made many journeys through this mile-stretching amphitheater. I've traveled and camped there during every one of nature's moods, have ridden its long miles through the hot summer sun, and during the bitter snow of winter, have seen it lashed with the fury of the sandstorm and its floor rushing, devouring fresh torrent. In a coming dissolving series, I desire to give a slight impression of its mysterious depth. The opening scene in near the mouth of the canyon, and before its full depth is seen or felt. As we pass on, we see emerge from the shadows of the overhanging cliffs a group of Navajo horsemen, their red bandanas and garments catching the light of the sun. Again we catch a glimpse of the same sunlit horsemen and the wonderful sunset. Now our scene changes to moonlight, and next a great sphinx-like cliff in the night and starlight. Again we see a tremendous cliff with a campfire at its base. And now the sun lights up one of the most overpowering of the rock monuments, this changing to the full strength of the morning sun.
been a presentation of the Library of Congress. Visit us at loc.gov.
It's true that he put costumes on people, but not very much. See, but because he did it, people think he did it all the time. He had a shirt that apparently belonged to him. It seems he must have belonged to him because it appears on about 10 different guys in the whole many hundreds of photographs in several different tribes. The shirt's not really out of place in those, but it's the same shirt, so clearly it's worn by people who are in a different tribe from which it originated. It's the only case. It's the only one that you can point to. And now he's got one picture with a dozen war bonnets in it. Did he have a whole suitcase full of war bonnets? No, he didn't. They were their own thing.
I guess, too, at the time, if you were going to be photographed in the Victorian era, everybody has their suit and their tie on. Put on your best dress, so they would put on their best dress. And those best dress were always used for special occasions too, and these were special occasions to our people. Like in this photograph of Yellow Kidney in his lodge, he's wearing a weasel tail suit. It's just like wearing a tuxedo. It's probably your best dress.
I think that Curtis's view of the Indian is, for the most part, romantic. But I think we were more to him than happy snaps. I hear people criticizing me, carried around shirts, but he did a monumental job. And if he didn't come along and record this, the loss would be tremendous, incalculable loss. I look at my great-grandfather, and he's not a stereotype. He can't stage that, you know, you can't stage the eyes and the determination.
The more you learn about the culture, the more you appreciate his pictures. Because at first it's like, oh, that's a bird on their, you know, on their headdress. Then all of a sudden, as you participate in the culture, you recognize the spirit of that bird is what's on the headdress. It's like the world comes alive again. To me, that's the real key to what Curtis did by taking the photographs that he did, because otherwise we would be in imaginary thought only, because there would be no concrete for us. And I think that's what Curtis's photos will contribute to us back as a people, is he's going to trigger those memory stops to start again.